What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Keto Critique. I'm your host, Krista, and today we are going to be doing almost a repeat of last week's episode of our bread tasting. But today we have Aldi's Love and Fresh Zero Net Carb Wheat Bread. Zero net carb bread, that's amazing. The Solar bread that we tested last week was 3 net carbs per slice. So this one is 0 grams, and as you can see on the package, it says 0 guilt. Pretty awesome. I saw this at Aldi. It's $3.49 a loaf. They do also have a multi-grain version that I have had previously. It's similar to this wheat bread, I believe, but we're gonna go ahead and just review this one today. So we'll go ahead and read off the ingredient list, and then I'm gonna head out to the kitchen and toast a slice and put a little butter on it, and come on back and give you my full review. The ingredient list that we have here is water, modified wheat starch, wheat protein isolate, oat fiber, yeast, wheat gluten, which is chicory root, vegetable fiber, soybean oil, wheat bran, vinegar, salt, preservatives, which is sorbic acid, calcium, propionate. So dirty keto, the wheat thing. I think most of our wheat products, like bread and any sort of pasta alternative that we end up finding, will most likely have that wheat starch in it. It's a high fiber and soluble fiber, so it essentially any sort of carb that comes from the oat fiber or anything like that will be canceled out in the net carb total. So let's go ahead and read the nutrition facts. So we have one slice is 40 calories, total fat is 1 gram, total carbohydrate is 9 grams, and then dietary fiber is also 9 grams, which is how we end up with zero net carb. Protein is 5 grams per slice. Sounds pretty great. I'm excited. So we're gonna go ahead and run out to the kitchen, toast some up, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with our toast. And I gotta say, when I initially took it out of the bag to throw it in the toaster, it felt way more like normal sandwich bread than the Sola did. It also toasted a lot better than the Sola bread did. And overall, just it acts more like your typical sandwich bread that you would get at the grocery store. So I'm excited. Again, smells like normal toast. It's got a good crunch on it. You could probably put this in front of a person who doesn't do keto and tell them it's regular bread, and they wouldn't tell a difference at all, which is fantastic. This is definitely the best bread I've had so far. I think if it didn't have the butter on it, it would probably be a little bit bland. But honestly, who eats dry toast? I like it. It's very good. I mean, in zero net carb, you cannot beat that. That's really awesome. So let's go, let's do our rating now. Ingredient list overall, we'll give it a 4.5 out of 5, just because it's, I think most of the products we're gonna end up reviewing are going to be dirty keto. But that's okay. That's the diet I follow, so we're all good there. So 4.5 out of 5 on the ingredient list. Appearance, we'll give it a 5 out of 5 because it's the best looking bread I've seen in toast form and in normal bread form. Taste, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. just because I think if you were to eat it dry, if you're into that kind of thing, it would be a little bit bland, but that's okay. Texture, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I didn't really get any sort of like cardboardiness or any sort of weird texture on it at all. It acts like a normal sandwich bread. So this is the highest rated product that I've done a video on so far. It's pretty exciting. Our overall score for the Love and Fresh Zero Net Carb Wheat Bread is 4.75 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend if you're looking for you know, a bread while doing keto. This is definitely a really good option, and most likely one of the cheaper options out there too. So only sold at Aldi, but definitely worth the trip. Thanks everybody for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video, like my channel. Let me know how I'm doing. Send me any feedback or questions that you might have for me.